song. I could dance to that all day. All right, our next guest has turned girl power into a very successful event that is guaranteed to make you feel empowered and like a real boss. We got Donna Arender, and she is the founder of Generation W. Welcome back. This is the 8th annual Generation W event, right?
Absolutely, Hattie. It's going to be your first.
It's my first.
Your first of like forever. Yeah. How about that? And hopefully many of our viewers first who haven't been there, but you know, many. But I think that's what's so validating about Gen W. People do come from all over the country.
Yeah.
And the fact that many of these women can attend events anywhere and they choose to come to this one, I think speaks to its spiritual uniqueness and the quality of the people that come here to share with us.
Definitely. Okay, so I was taking a look and there's a lot of the word of transformation.
That's what our theme is this year.
Yeah, so tell us about that.
Well, think about the world that we're living in. It feels like everyone, if you ask everybody, it is spinning so fast. Things are changing so fast. But change has been part of the history of the world. What's different? It's the pace of change. We have no time to really sit and consider. Listen, we have no time to think, we have no time to sit.
Right.
And so that's what makes Generation W such an incredible gift to yourself. It's a day where all of that happens. And we have people talking about the macro issues. Like I talked to our presenter based on this very formidable white paper, The Future of Work.
Yeah.
Like how secure do we feel about where the work world's going to go, and the facts, and what's interesting about how do we stay relevant, especially in lifespans that are continuously getting longer and longer.
Right.
Fascinating. Dr. Olinda Johnson, who heads up the U.S. Naval War College, is going to speak about personal leadership transformation.
And that's a big thing for the event. There's a lot of dynamic speakers to be
amazing. And then this whole idea of art. Think about the transformational nature of art, where it fits in so many places in our world that we don't even think about.
Right.
And how we can incorporate healing and education things that we are not focused on because we're too busy. This is a day that allows us to do that. And furthermore, because we're all about transforming others' lives, we're so happy to be partnering with, actually in this case, Publix and Feeding Northeast Florida. We're going to ask everybody to bring a canned good.
Nice.
And we're going to also partner with, I think it's Lenda Wing at UNF, to help students and everywhere actually, you know, food. How can you even think and be without knowing that you have sustenance? We don't want food insecurity. Yeah. So we're happy to add that to our list of things that we want to share and do with the larger community.
And you mentioned transformation. That's the ongoing theme this year.
For this year.
And we got educational health involved with that as well, right?
Absolutely. We have education, we have health that's actually tied into art. We have women who are transformers. One woman who's transforming Montgomery, Alabama. Like, how do you transform a city? Like, how does that work? And we have another woman, we call her the ultimate girl boss, Neha Gandhi, who is a millennial who totally is embedded and native to the social media world, who's going to share with us her experiences, both personal, and then how do we embrace social media? Because I think we all know that we need to be a part of it,
right?
But we also have hesitations, and you know, what does that all mean? And she sits in an incredible perch, to share that insight and knowledge with us.
Yeah, I honestly think that that's a great topic to really touch on in general, just because social media is so new and we're so primitive in it. I think developing that culture and understanding it is going to help us better utilize it in the way that it's supposed to be used.
Without a doubt. Not only for us personally, and you'll see that in the workshop sessions.
Yeah.
Dr. Wendy Burlabi, who is the performance coach for the Chicago Bulls, is going to come and says, you know, do you really know who you are? Barry Kleinman's coming actually from Berkeley, California, and I spent a couple of days with him, a couple hours with him recently, and he's doing this whole thing on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And he said to me, like literally in the space of 5 minutes, 5 things, and I looked at him, I'm like, wow, didn't think of that, didn't think of that, didn't think of that. Yes, I need this help. And again, that also relates to social media in terms of that.
Yeah.
Elise Nelson's coming, who's the CEO of Vital Voices, one of the most outstanding, foremost leadership organizations around developing global women.
Yeah.
She's coming with Susanna, and they're doing this whole thing about, you know what, we talked about the Good Old Boys Network. How about the Good Girl Network?
Yeah,
like how do we help each other? About. How do we help each other more? So you know, as you can see, there's just this wide array. In terms of tickets, we'd love people to buy tickets. Time's now. We have great companies that come out and support, but we're also supporting veterans thanks to Wells Fargo. So there are a limited amount of tickets available as Wells Fargo's guests to come, and so we want to make sure people out there understand that.
Well, there you go.
Oh, and we need volunteers. We still need
hello,
if you want to come and volunteer, we would love, we can really, I'm hoping Curtis this year will come and volunteer.
We'll definitely get Curtis up.
Right, you'll be in the audience, but Curtis can volunteer.
Yeah. We like putting him to work. That's generally that's our.
Well, he's got all this energy and stuff, and he's been before, and he knows what he can bring, but I think that, you know, it's about building community, and Curtis, as you know, is a great community builder.
Definitely. So. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. I'm looking forward to joining this whole Generation W movement.
And we look forward to having you. It's about women like you who are engaged, want to be their best selves.
Thank you. All right, you guys, you can get another look at this segment.